Hey, Pearl, how are you today? Hey, and here's Minnie. Look at the pretty flowers I just planted. What? Oh, you're right. I almost forgot. Another day of soul care.
Hey, everybody. This is James. How are you? Happy April Fool's Day, April 1st. And we're here. Yay. And we're in Southern California here in San Diego. And the rain has stopped finally. So it's a beautiful day. We've had a lot of rain over the Easter weekend. And so now it's not. It stopped. And I'm doing some spring cleaning and redoing outside pillows and rugs and measuring things. My measuring tape here. I'm off and running. So how are you guys? Let's see. Let me get my little... Good to be back with you. Lots of changes. Here we go. Kawana, hello. Michelle, hello. Cheryl Taylor, hi there. Stacy. Lots of rain, Stacy. Lots. Hi, Cheryl Taylor. Dee Dee. Thank you. Very happy. I'm into spring renewal right now. It's all about the spring renewal. So I love spring. It's my favorite season of all time. And the flowers are coming up and it just feels pure and clean and wonderful. So I'm feeling good. How are you guys feeling? Hi, yeah, Sandra, Marlene. Good to see you all. Oh, this is when Maria Stanvig says, please give me the advice on how to stay optimistic with a young daughter growing up in this world. With all the wars and getting more and more divided, it feels so dark. We did choose to come back this time, Maria, very much so. So within your daughter's soul makeup, she has the capacity, the abilities, and the insights, if you will. We use those words, the limited words, but that's soul makeup to get through this time in school. So we prepare for our classes, we prepare to come back here, and she's prepared to come back here, and it was agreed upon. And the best thing you do is not have fear or worry for her, because then she'll absorb that worry and fear energy. So you just want to step back and be observant and be aware and be observant and send her love and see this as, I know it's going to sound weird, but opportunities. So there's some opportunities here. So when something goes awry, or we say dark or bad, whatever you want to call that, just look at the other way and just try to get her to look at things in an optimistic way, because none of this is by accident. It's all in divine timing. It's all about learning. And sometimes it takes strong and things that happen in our lives, which are really extreme in the world around us and in our personal world, that push us, that help us to grow, to help us to expand, to help us to see things from a different perspective. So that's really important. And I think it's a great opportunity for you, Maria, to help her on her spiritual path, you with her. And that's great. You guide her. Perfect. So good luck, sweetheart. Nothing by accident. Hi, Paul. How to see you? First time. Oh, hi, Roshni. Nice to meet you. Thank you for tuning in. Patty Campbell. Hello there. Michelle. Hello from New Zealand. Yes. My favorite place in the world. I've never been, though, but I'm going to be going there. I don't have it down yet, but I'm going to put it out to the universe. So I'm going to go to New Zealand. I've heard some wonderful things about it and have some wonderful friends there. Positive energy, Marlene. Yes, positive energy. Everyone, my beautiful mothers. Yep. Hello. Carolyn Stewart, nice to see you. Thank you. Nice to be here. Hi, Miranda Rivera. So nice to see. Thank you. So you feel your sweet love and light. Can we communicate with our past loved ones even when we are grieving? Miranda, you certainly can. They can feel your grief. They sense your grief. They know your thoughts. They see your thoughts. And many times my experience has been the loved one is next to you saying, don't cry. I'm not gone. I'm really here. We, of course, as humans, have this human experience, miss the physical. That's it. But the truth is no one should be afraid of death because it happens naturally. It's part of our growth and it's painless. And the hard part, of course, is the loved ones left behind who have no idea that, that we're alive in the spirit world, that there's no death. That's the hard part. And the spirits will often try as best as they can, whether it's through signs, inspirations, changing things around in your space, that they want you to know they're okay. And that's the most important thing, to know there is no death, that they're okay. But you have to go through grief. Grief is a part of this human experience. And I wrote a book years ago called Healing Grief. It's a really good book, if I do say so. It's a nice book. I really researched that subject. So, and David Kessler is also a wonderful author about grief. So that's a good, some good tools there. But it is part, and they realize that you're going through it. It's part of that human experience. So good luck with that, sweetheart. Hi, Denise Silva. Hello. It's sunny in Boston. Very good. Patty, good to see you. Teresa Miller. Yes. CX Turbo 100. Hi, James. Doing okay. Looking for a new home challenge. Nothing to rent and buying is expensive. Yes, I'm in the same boat. I understand. I've looked to rent some things and there's nothing around. But I think it's going to be a two-step process, 2 or 3 steps. Do one thing and then you go to another thing and then finally the other thing. So let it happen. It's going to happen. Don't get frustrated about it. As the Buddhists say, you can't push the river. You got to let it flow. So just be open to looking, observing, discovering new places to live, maybe different areas you were thinking about. Try it out, And I'm going to say this because right now what I was talking about today was feel your way through. So if there is a neighborhood you want to move into, try to sense. You can do a couple of ways. Use your intuition. And your intuition, the soul's voice, is great to tune into. What I do, and you can try this to see if it works for you. It's pretty cool. CX Turbo. Driving down certain streets, feel where you're being pulled to. Feel where the energy is for you as you go down these certain streets or blocks or certain neighborhoods. And you'll immediately sense, if you tune into that intuition, you'll feel if that space, that area resonates for you, that it's in alignment with who you are. And if not, you'll know that too, because it won't feel smooth. It'll feel like there's a wall there. It'll be a blockage. So great to experience this, to experience it and to experiment. I want to say experiment. So I'm in the same boat you are. I'm experimenting. And after this, I'm going to go to Costco and experiment some more. So another intuition, going down the aisle, think of the product that you need and not even looking at signs, but kind of like, don't close your eyes because you'll bump into people. But I tend to do things on an intuitive level. I'll say, where is that? Let's see, I'm looking for water. Where would the bottles of water be? And I'm just following my way, or toilet paper, whatever it might be. And I just let my intuition guide me, because your intuition is a knowingness. And so every time you can practice that knowingness, whether it's at a supermarket, whether it's finding a place to live, whether it's a new job, whether it's a person that you're with or you want to be with, or meeting a new person, use that intuition. It's the soul's voice. So very good. Let me talk about that just a second here too, because I have something going on tomorrow, which I want to invite all of you to. So I'll tell you guys that in a sec. Okay. Hi, Jessica Fredrickson. Nice to see you. Jessica Fredrickson asks, hi, James. How do I find my soul family? How do I know who they are? Well, the best way would be, again, back to what I just said, the resonance. So when you feel someone in your life, whether it's a friend, someone through work, there's a connection. You'll feel the sense of a cord connected you to that person, this oneness, this connection. Like they're the opposite. They're the pepper to my salt. There's something there, and you'll feel that. You'll know that. There's a knowingness to it, So that's it. And just, again, using your intuition. You'll be using that knowingness of the intuition to really sense if you know this person, you resonate with this person. Sometimes you've known them before. I've had many times where I've met, my gosh, I had a party for a friend. She was having a reunion with her family, and her son brought this lady over to my house. And the moment we saw each other, we knew that we'd known each other before, and we just knew it. And we just carried on laughing because we could finish each other's sentences. And she didn't really know anything about me. I didn't know anything about her. And it was just this wonderful connection as far as attunement to the knowingness that we both get it. So have fun with it. But your soul family is all around you. Don't think about it so much. Use your heart. Go to the heart. Head to the heart. Your heart, your intuition will give you that sense of the answers. Good luck, sweetheart. It's good. A good one. Damien Bren says, it seems often to me that a problem with other people can be solved in myself. What can you say to this? Yeah, Damien, exactly. So if you can step back and you see the drama playing out with other people, you can be observant about it. Be observant about it, but don't get caught up in the drama, because it might not be your drama. So watch what's happening, observe it, and if you don't want to be a part of that drama, just step back. I said, yeah, that's not me. But problem with the people, it could be how you interpret it, what we expect of others, unrealistic expectations. It's a big one for us down here, is that we expect other people to do what we want them to do because we think that's right. Not necessarily. We are souls of multiple levels here of awareness and experience. So again, I say this every week. You have baby souls in this schoolroom. You have advanced souls. You have postgraduate souls. All different levels of awareness. All different levels of limitation. So often I hear from the spirit people, they say, when I'm with someone or observing someone at a dog park or at a store or whatever it might be, and they'll say, they don't know any better. They don't know any better. And then I went to that, Easter yesterday with the whole Christian Easter thing. And I remember when I was growing up Catholic, there were the 3 crosses at the time of Easter when Jesus is on the cross. And he looks up to heaven and says to his Father, Father, forgive them. These 2 people on the other end of him, the thieves on the other crosses, forgive them for they know not what they do. And forgive the people that have crucified him. Forgive them for they know not what they do. True for all of us. So how can we judge another person when we don't know what they've been through, what their awareness level is? We don't necessarily have to agree with their way of living or whatever they're doing, but we don't need to judge them. We just step back. Yeah. Okay. And so we can learn. It's about learning and discovering and sharing. Okay. Hi, Rose Oliver Lee. Very good. And Jennifer Thompson. Nice to meet you. I wanted to share with you guys, if you have a pen and paper, take it out because I have a couple of things to share with you. I've decided for spring because my favorite season, that to me, it's all about renewal. It's all about newness, a renewal of life. And this is something interesting that I do. I was just this morning working around the garden, changing things around, fertilizing, doing different things. And I become aware when the blossoms happen. And as they do, I thank them with gratitude that my eye catches. And it's really just a renewal, a sense of life, refreshment. So I put a sale on for my psychic intuitive certification course. Because again, people have asked me, how do I get into this knowingness? So how it all goes together. So I'm going to do for a free webinar tomorrow at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Renee, for that psychic intuitive webinar. Because I want to just hang out with people and share this. Navigating personal and professional growth, and use the link below to register. But it's a free webinar, and I'm going to do some psychic exercises, some intuitive exercises. There'll be a couple of things I might do. It's going to be more psychic certification type intuitive work. I'll do a lot of exercises, examples, and do questions and answers. So it's 3 p.m. tomorrow, Western time. And there's the link right there, okay? And Renee put that in the chat room, which is great. Thanks, Renee. Hi, Penny from Vegas. But it's a good one. You don't want to miss that one. That'll be fun. We did it last month for another course. It went really, really well. I love doing that. I love connecting with everybody. Okay. So spring renewal, yay! This is what it's about tomorrow. Learn how to change the trajectory of your soul's mission. And there we go. Learn about your intuition, trusting your intuition, and how to be successful in the 21st century. And also it's going to be, I'll give you some game plans, and I say like a toolbox for you to get through things using your intuition. So like I just mentioned before about the store, and there'll be a whole bunch more tomorrow, but 3 p.m. tomorrow. So please join me for that. Okay. And tonight I wanted to mention to you guys, very special night tonight in Both Sides Now and Beyond. My protege, her name is Michaela. And Michaela, I met Michaela when she was, my goodness, I think she was a teenager, 15, 16, 17. She was with her mother in a demonstration in the audience. And she'll tell you more tonight about it. But I recognize the colors around her and the lights around her in an auric field and these different folds of color and different images. And I said, you're very intuitive. You're very mediumistic. She goes, yes, I've been that way my whole life. I said, well, it's time we do something about it. And I took her under my wing, and she's my protege. So she'll be on tonight in Both Sides Now and Beyond. And she's fabulous, lovely, sweet. You'll see her say, oh, healer right away. So please join us tonight for Michaela, and you'll be really impressed. And yeah, this is the next generation mediums. So it's great. And a lot of people ask what I have the students on. So this is the first time I'm going to do that. But yeah, I want to introduce everybody to her. So yes, there we go for that. Yes. Tracy Hazen says, howdy from New Mexico. Got that one. What are your thoughts about the eclipse coming? People are saying it's biblical. Is it? That's a great question, Tracy. I don't necessarily believe in religion. So, I don't necessarily believe that. For me, personally, I think it's just nature. I think it's the universe. I think it's how things happen and work. And anytime there's these big astrological events, and tonight Kelly's going to talk about Mercury going to retrograde and the significance of that during the eclipse season. That you don't want to miss that. That's tonight. And I think we have to be very, very careful. They don't subscribe to these other belief systems as far as placing that on an event like that. So I don't necessarily believe that. Okay. Because you know what? I always go by, again, my intuition, what I feel, and I don't resonate with that Bible. I think I had a lifetime where I was a monk and I was translating the Bible. I had an event like that. I had to experience a past life memory where I was in a hallway of a monastery, and I remember the stones in my floor, cobblestones, very very cold, and I had bare feet, and I was wearing that brown monk outfit, and I remember it was candlelight, and I was just transcribing or translating for the Bible. It's interesting. Okay. Happy birthday, Sherry Craft. Yay! Bad day born. April Fools. No, it's a good day. It's April 1st is new beginnings. So new beginnings, and it's powerful. And you're during this eclipse season. So I think you'll be fine. It's a little rough at the beginning of the eclipse season, but it should taper down. But I'm not professional, Kelly. I'll tell you more about astrology tonight. You love my face mustache. Thank you. That's finally coming back. I can finally recognize myself. Very good. What else do I want to share with you here? Okay. Oh, yeah. So the live webinar is tomorrow. And then the other thing I'm doing is on my school page, people have asked about can we get a discount on certain demand courses. So all my demand courses is 20% off. So, oh, there it is. Oh, great. So those are certification courses. And this is the code you'd have to use to get in secret 20 at checkout. So that's a good, if you're interested, I've been interested in doing my on-demand courses. It's good. And I'm doing some great live courses with that, like this, a Facebook Live, or we'll get together too. We do calls online. I'm funny. Thank you. JJ, you enjoyed my master's studies course. Very good. Thank you, Jesuita. Thank you for all you do. Deanna, hello from Kirkinson, New York. Where is that, sweetheart? I never heard of that. And I'm from New York and have worked in New York State. Is that near Syracuse? I'm not sure. Hi, Peggy from New Jersey. And Peggy, what part of New Jersey are you from? Just curious. Sherry Craft, how about in person? I love the one in Carlsbad. Yeah, that was great. Okay. AG, hi, James. Do you experience ringing at ears at all? God, you people are strange. I do not have tinnitus. I have read it could be energy. Thoughts would be great. AJ, it's just, I love how these things happen. So last night, I one of my things that I do on a regular basis is massage. I get a massage because I'm a physical reactor. I'm short and squatty, so I need to free up the energy, the space between the muscles. And it's one thing I do that I need to do, that and yoga. And as I'm getting massage last night, and the gentleman's working on my neck and my rhomboid, all of a sudden I'm hearing a ringing in my ear. It was just the left ear. And I'm usually massaged. I just relax as best I can, rarely fall asleep, but I'm aware, but such a sensitive being. And I heard this ringing, and I rarely hear that. And I just said in my head, my mind, what is going on? And they said, we're changing the frequency around you. So you're right on, AJ. So exactly right. It's changing the frequency. They're changing the energy's shifting left and right. So that's for me. That's what they said. And so there you go. It's for you too. Interesting, right? Thanks, Wilda. Yes, 20% all the course. Yes, and that's the code Secret 20. It'd be great. Oh, Deanna, so you're close to Rhinebeck. Okay, because I've been to Rhinebeck and Kingston. I went to school in Hyde Park, New York, and I know about Poughkeepsie. And I used to teach at Omega Institute up in Rhinebeck. So there you go. Teresa Miller, James, is our personality a human construct? How often does it fit with your soul and spirit? Do we reincarnate with the same personality? Teresa, such an easy question and answer for that too. Great question, actually, because from my understanding, all this world around us here, this three-dimensional world, is an illusion. It's not real. It's kind of the stage, if you will, for a show. And I believe that the human personality is built from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. And we call it the soul personality, the soul personality. But these human experiences help to build our soul self, help to experience things and expand our mind. And the mind is a soul. So we're opening and we're changing and expanding. So I do believe we build on that personality each lifetime. I really do. I do believe that. And how does it fit with your soul spirit? So your soul grows. Your soul is multidimensional. So for us in the three-dimensional world, it's kind of hard sometimes to envision that we're much greater and bigger than this body. But remember that 70% of the soul's outside of the body, only 30%, if that, is inside here. So your soul's mostly out here in those different dimensions, having different experiences, living life in different spaces and places and worlds. And that's our true kind of self. So we often talk about going into the higher self, letting your higher self inspire you, bringing the energy down to the physical human self. The human body, the shell, is the vibration and movement of frequency, which is the energy moving, is very, very slow, kind of very stagnant. And when you leave this three-dimensional world, go to the higher dimensions, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, it vibrates much quicker, much, much faster. And many times when I bring people to altered states of consciousness, which I'll be doing tomorrow too at the webinar, they feel, and a lot of you have probably had this experience, they feel that when they come back into the body after a meditation experience, they don't want to be there. They feel, I'm much better off on that altered space. I want to stay there. James, can I stay there? I said, well, no, not right now because you're having a human experience, but you can always go there with your mind. You can always be here and there at the same time. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. So tomorrow is the Psychic Intuitive Work webinar. That's at 3 p.m. You have to register because we only have so many spaces there. So that's the link right there for you guys to register. Petro AG from Ireland. Hi. First time watching you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Pedro. You saw my show on Gaia TV. Wow. SoulCARE. Yeah, SoulCARE. No, Spirit Talk. Spirit Talk. What course should I start to learn? I think the psychic certification course, Pedro, the one I was just talking about, that's really good right now. So come to the webinar tomorrow. I think that would be a great grounding. It's a beginning course, having understand the verbiage, but energy. It's a good beginning course, the psychic certification course. So tomorrow, 3 p.m. Western California time. I don't know if it's going to be in Ireland. It might be late in Ireland, but it's worth it. Check that out. I think that'd be good for you. This is Josetta. Hi, Josetta again. Just recently, I started to meditate, and I have been seeing the most beautiful color. It is a deep purple. Is there any meaning behind it? You bet there is. So a deep, deep purple is spiritual. So you see a blue, a dark blue, or some sense of blue, sky blue. That's throat chakra. That's really about communication. Yeah. But that deep, deep purple is really in a spiritual color. And the deeper it is, the deeper the spirituality. So it is there. And now it's yours for the taking. Now that you're aware of that color and what that means, now it's up to you if you choose to learn more about that journey of spirituality, about yourself, you as a soul having this human experience. So I think that's great. And it's good that you recognize that. And you probably, everything you do is spiritual. Your way of choosing people in your life, there's got to be a spiritual element to it. Very good. Oh, the Zoom number. I'm sorry. The Zoom webinar is Wednesday. Thank you, Renee. Sorry, everyone. It's Wednesday. I'm sorry. Today is Monday, so it's Wednesday at 3 p.m. Renee and I were talking before the show. I think it's on Wednesday, and we changed it. It's Wednesday. So Wednesday. That's April the 3rd. There you go. So remember, it's there you go. April 3rd, 3. April 3 p.m. There it is. Yeah, I got to write that down. Wednesday, 3 p.m. Yeah. So guys, check that out. But you can register today, but then go back on Wednesday. Hi, Cheryl Taylor. I have about 4 of your books. I may buy your book, Unfinished Business, one day. Well, Cheryl, you should order it today. Don't put off tomorrow what you do today. So Unfinished Business book is about, I love that book. Each one of them is like my children, right? So the Unfinished Business book, I wrote that because for many years, I heard spirits come back and say, if only I knew then what I know now, I would have chosen love. I would have not lived in fear. I would not worried what other people thought. What was I thinking? And I must have heard this thousands and thousands of times from the spirit people who would come back to their loved ones and express their messages and their love. And I wrote this book because I want people to have no should-haves, would-haves, or could-haves. One of the webinars I did last time, which was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a lady there, and I think it was her sister or mother. No, it was her mother. And the mother said, please forgive me. And all of these wonderful details. But the daughter was so obsessed with holding on to that, not being able to forgive, holding on to that pain body. And it was like the mother kept on saying, why do you do that? You're wasting your time. You're wasting the energy. It'll enhance your life if you forgive. And really wonderful. And she did at the end of that. And so having no shouldas, wouldas, or couldas. The book Unfinished Business, great book. It tells you to really look at someone and completion. You don't want to leave this earth without being completed. So completion, the book is all about completion, doing things that matter, making the world a better place than you found it. And people look up to you. People need to be validated and look up to you. So yeah, it's a good book. Thank you, sweetheart. Nancy Lee, but it does matter when we're here. It does indeed matter when we're here. What matters, Nancy, is it does indeed. If we realize that every thought we have, every choice we make, every word that comes out of our mouths are really important. We have to be responsible. RN, hi RN. What do you think of Kundalini awakening? I'm not an expert to tell you. Kelly White would be better to tell you that. But there's an energy. It's like a serpent, like it's a serpent that's closed in. You see a serpent, and they're all tucked in there. They're all rounded. Then when the Kundalini energy opens up, it's a fire. It's an energy that's coming up from mostly it's Mother Earth to the first chakra points, and it's stored there. It's stored in the first chakra because we need energy to survive. We need energy to get through this life, and many other different things. So our survival energy, sense of security, who we are. It's in the first chakra, and we open up to a Kundalini awakening. My understanding is just brings up that fire up to the other chakra points and elevates you, shifts your, if you will, your energetic body to a higher level. So that's what it is. People have Kundalini awakening in all different ways, all different experiences will make that happen, if you will. So you can't force it. It'll happen naturally, but you should find out more about that exact subject. Okay. Hi, Pedro. We just lost our only son. Oh, I'm very sorry. We just lost our only son and my wife. Wow. And my wife never believed, okay, the spirituality gift starts seeing him who passed away. Was only 26 years old. He passed 2 months ago due to medical negligence. Happens a lot. And she can see him, but can't communicate. We're eager to learn more about it. My heart goes out to you, Pedro, you and your wife. I'm very sorry to hear about that. Again, it's hard to say there are no accidents, but from my experience of working with thousands and thousands of parents through the many years and decades, and I'm actually working with a great support group, which you might want to look into. It's called Helping Parents Heal. And I'm actually doing a seminar for them on Friday, a demonstration here on Zoom, but Helping Parents Heal. And I'm going to tell you that many times the soul group, yourself, your wife, your child, and others in that soul group, decide on classes or lessons that will help the entire group, not just one of the souls. They would do it together. And one of those is losing a child. One of the ones is losing a child because it forces the parents to get onto their road of spirituality. And it does happen. So it's very common when that happens, start seeing and feeling them. The best thing you can do, Pedro, for you and your wife is to really just quiet your minds, surrender and sit in the quiet, and don't force it. Don't force it, but listen with your heart and don't negate it. Just be open to however he wants to communicate, but don't force it, because when you force it, it blocks it. Okay. But check out that organization. It'll help. And again, my love to you both and your families. Hi, Janet. Looking forward to meeting your medium friend on tonight's broadcast. My alarm is set. Thank you, Janet. Yes. Michaela is wonderful. You'll meet lovely Michaela, and she's beautiful energy, and you'll just enjoy being in her presence. It's hard not to smile when Michaela's around. Thank you. Ariel Lopez, un grande abrazo. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Gracias. Thank you. Muchas gracias, Ariel. Gives lots of hugs, she said. Oh, there you go. Nadia Lauren, there you go. We just lost a family member unexpectedly. What happened to the soul? We just lost a family member unexpectedly. What happens to the soul when they first cross over? Are they around? We'll move on. No, they're very much around you. They're very, very around you. And they want you to know that they're not dead. That's what happens all the time. They're trying to send you thoughts about, I'm not dead. I'm very much alive. Don't think of me as dead. Don't do that to me. So that's the first thing they'll do. That they'll try to calm down the relationship, the person, the mother, the father, the family member, and they'll do the best to do that. And because, Vivian, you're here today, you have an awareness that this is no death. So it'll make it a little bit easier for you to help this process. But yeah, but they're around. They don't just go to no man's land. They're very much around. And even though it might appear as quick or an accident, the spirit people prepare for that soul crossing. Even though it appears in our world as an accident or unexpected, they've expected it in the spirit level. They expected it. They know it's going to happen, and they're prepared for them. And it's a reunion, no matter what age. It doesn't matter because the soul is ageless. We people think as human beings, 70, 80, 90 years is good for humans. Not necessarily. You're here to grow your soul, not the human. So you're here for soul experiences, which is really why we come down here. When the soul experiences are learned, those lessons are learned, then we graduate and go back home. So a soul may come down to learn about just going through the birth process and then pass over, or may stay here for 10 years, complete their courses, and then move on. So it's different. Everyone's different, but it doesn't matter how long you're physically. It's what you do spiritually. And the quickest way to advance, of course, is love. Love and non-judgment. I'm going to throw another one in there, non-attachment. Don't attach yourself to here in the physical world. I'm doing spring cleaning right now. I'm throwing out things and giving things away left and right. And so it's great to let go of things. They're in your heart, they're in your memory, but the things, it's just stuff. So what matters is your heart. Love you make and love you take, right? Valerie Brown, can our pets who cross over come over and visit us all the time? Yeah, I definitely feel cats walking on the bed. Yes, indeed. That's true, Valerie, all the time. Even our cats that are still physically are in the room. Yes, I felt my doggies on my bed. It happens. They're around us a lot. So unconditional love. Yeah, God bless you. Thanks. Hi, Carolyn. Carolyn greetings from Germany. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you very much. What are you doing? When will you be in Basel, Switzerland? Or Germany again? It's very interesting you say that. I'm not sure yet when, but when they call me, I'll be there. So Basel, Switzerland, I love. And of course, Germany, I love. My many past lives there. So it's in the works, sweetheart. Okay. Janet says, the only thing I'm attached to aren't things but my beloved animals. Janet, I got it. I understand that. And Maisie, my dog before this Pearl, I had little Maisie May, and she reminded me a very important lesson. When she passed, I didn't grieve. And I thought, why am I not grieving? And then I heard, because you've lived in every moment. And I did. I lived every moment with her to the fullest. Every moment to the fullest. So I had nothing to regret or grieve because she's there. She's with me. And she was so freed. And she was so happy to be out of that body. So it's like we'll feel the same thing when we leave the body. What a relief. It's going to be like a heavy overcoat. But you can't cut school. You got to go through the lessons here. And these are great opportunities down here. Again, it's hard in this level to realize what's going on as far as our growth because we have like sunglasses on. We can't see the full picture of things. But trust me, nothing goes unnoticed. You are a loving being. When you live in fear, that's of the physical world. Love is of the spiritual. Love is who you are. Fear is not. Fear is of the human self. You're a soul having human experience, not the other way around. So when things get a little rough, remember that, please. And remember the other saying, which I just said, you can't push the river. You just got to let it flow. Sunshine, what do you think about the time only being present, not past and future? Sunshine, I think the past, present, and future are all one. I think that right now, as we sit here with our thoughts, our behaviors, we can possibly change things from past times. So, and maybe future times. I think that's what it's about. So I do believe in quantum physics. It's so difficult to talk about those other dimensional realities when we're locked in this three-dimensional mindset, right? It's just an illusion here. So I just tune into, I agree with you. At the moment, how do I change this moment for the better? Whether it's opening the door for someone, whether it's smiling at someone, whether it's being nice to them, on the phone, we get these robots, whatever. Even robots can be nice too. But it's treating others as you want to be treated. It's living that golden rule. And if we do that, we have nothing to fear. We have only things to grow and learn, discover, and enjoy, and give ourselves a pat on the back. Yeah? Okay. Irma. Hi, Irma. When someone dies, can she or he put her energy to say hello, send love? Oh, totally, Irma. They do it all the time. They send love. So when you sit in that quiet space and you surrender, that's when you start feeling them. So feel your way through with your loved ones on the other side. Don't think about it, because if you're thinking about it, you're blocking it, and it's becoming about a thought, and that's part of your attachment to the physical. But if you feel your way through and just relax and just feel it, don't put a time on it, don't put demands on them. Just let it happen. Just surrender to its natural state of love. Feel the love of your mom. That's the first thing I teach mediumship is, and in the psychic certification course, the first thing you tune into is that loving energy from the soul. And that's for everybody. You can do that easily. So yeah, and Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, I'll talk about that more. So it's going to be great. Mary, hi, Mary Pinchek. Hello, Jen. Thank you for all you do. Thank you very much, Mary. Spending time with my sister-in-law, Heidi Artman, this week. Perfect message today. Great. Give Heidi my love. Heidi's a friend of mine and a student, former student. So very good. Cindy, hi. How could I find it so very easy to love animals, but I struggle to love other people? Right? Get nothing from me on that one. I think it's because animals have unconditional love. They don't live in the time we live. They don't live in the way we do. I don't know. I think humans have the values messed up. I think society pushes us to be a certain way, or, they value things which are not real, not true, like wealth and I don't know, getting ahead. And I was watching the P. Diddy thing the other day. My God, I went down the rabbit hole with that, but I felt so sorry for that guy, because he doesn't know any better, kind of lost soul, I think. But, his downfall, if you would call it that. But look at the things that were valued there: power, getting over on people, theft, putting people down. It's weird, but I guess it's all the different dynamics and levels of soul. So we have to learn from those and say, I can do this better. I can be this better way. How can I treat that person in a better way? How can I make someone else's life easier? If I just say these words to someone, make that feel better, sending energy of love to them, you're healing. These are ways that we can use. You can utilize these methods, these ways to be, to live, and to move and help people. And remember, there's no end. There's no end. And stepping out of fear, because fear is in touch with the ego, FEAR, false ego appearing real. So there you go. Okay, but one more question, and I think Marcy Lester. Times have changed in the last 4 years. Are we grieving as a collective? Thanks, Marcy. It's a great insight, and I agree that because of COVID, and that's how we started the show. Because of COVID, I wanted people to go to a place that was a positive place, not fearful. Everyone's fearing about this COVID-19, and most of us had it. But I think it was that. I think it was politics, Trump getting the president. I think it was that people are drawn to extremes, against each other in America, and it was a weird vibe. And I think it's, everything comes up to be refreshed and renewed, spring renewal. So I think we have to see the dark before we see the light, and we have to try to understand it, not judge it necessarily, but understand it and know where we stay, what feels right to us, what resonates as values for us, our natural values or not. And never compare yourself to others, because you're a unique soul. So very important. So tonight, please, again, remember, thank you, Renee, for coming tonight on Both Sides Now with Michaela, my protege. Will be there, and she'll be sharing her lovely insights and experiences and how she's developed as a medium and psychic. And you'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot. And then Wednesday at 3 p.m. is my free webinar on psychic and certification course. But I'm going to do a lot of exercises. If you just want to come for the webinar just for that, please do. It's a link there for you in the chat room that Renee put in. Josephine Longobardi says, you feel a shift in the energy. No doubt about it. Yeah, totally. And we're in eclipse season right now. So it's like, whoa, up and down. So tonight, Kelly's going to talk all about that energy we're feeling right now. It's going to be intense. So we'll see you at 6 o'clock tonight. And thank you, everybody.